Um, but they want no part of it from everything I hear. Mickelson is probably done. I guess he can go play in the Masters, right? Because they win the Masters, you're always welcome back. But that's one you probably won't see back. I mean, I don't know. And by the way, he's, 50 something and kind of on the back end anyway. If there is.
Yeah, I'm not expecting to see Phil Mickelson sliding in anytime soon.
Yeah. All right, 505-246-0610. If you want to get in today, emails Jeff or JJ at sports.mlabq.com. Kind of quiet week in the NFL, right? The mini camps are going to happen. There was a story on Diego Pavia, and I'm not sure I knew about it. So Diego has signed that deal with the Baltimore Ravens. He's going to go to rookie camp, and then he's going to, by every indication, get invited to camp, and he'll compete with Joe Fagnano for the number 3 quarterback position for the Ravens. But there's been so much talk, well, he should just go to Canada. He should play in the CFL, like because that's high school. I mean, that's what people talk about. Did you know the Winnipeg Blue Bombers had his right?
I know now.
So I didn't know until you put this on here. 2 years ago, evidently, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers of the Canadian Football League added Diego to their negotiation. And again, I'm not going to pretend to know how rights go in the Canadian League. But as Pavia continues to negotiate and figure out what his future is going to be in the NFL, if he goes to the CFL, at least as of now, it would be Winnipeg. They talk about how they've talked to Diego's reps about potentially playing in that league. Their GM in Winnipeg is a guy named Kyle Walton. He said conversations have picked up a bit, just educating them about CFL. He's got a big personality, and he'd make communication staff job harder, I'm sure, if he were to sign. But he's an interesting young man that competes and is confident in himself, which at that position is not a bad thing. End quote. Thank you. A guy who's interesting. I don't know enough about how the CFL is handled. It feels like it's certainly behind hockey. It feels like it's behind whatever baseball would be up there. I mean, I don't know where it is on the sporting ladder. I guess it's probably pretty big, right? It's their league, it's their football, it's in all their big towns. I mean, it's Winnipeg, Edmonton, BC, Montreal, Toronto. It's in all their big places. But this almost feels like more of a attention grab kind of a thing, no?
Yes, he said it while also saying he's a good competitor.
Yeah.
He's got a big personality.
He does.
Make it interesting.
Yeah, all of that is true.
And he's a competitor. That would sound like, yeah, we're interested in him as a player and for the buzz it would generate for a few weeks for Winnipeg.
Well, so it won't be this year. Because if Diego's got this contract with the Ravens and he's going to go to camp, he's not going to go play in Canada because it's basically a summer league. That's when they play their season. And he signed this deal to go to rookie camp, and he's going to go compete for this job. What do you think? What does your gut tell you? When we're sitting here Labor Day, is Diego part of the Ravens? Is he on an NFL team, or is he out of work, waiting until next season, seeing, what other league he can play in? My gut tells me he's going to make that team as a third quarterback.
I would feel good about my opinion, honestly, flipping a coin right now.
Okay. Fagnano's real, man, and that's what people don't understand. Like, they say, well, he's going to go in there and he's going to beat this guy out of UConn. I'm like, you guys, I don't expect that you watch a lot of UConn football because nobody does, let alone did. But if you kind of go find the tape and go find the numbers on what Joe Fagnano did at that place last year, which was, that was Jim Mora. That's how Jim Mora got the job at Colorado State. He rode that quarterback. They were a 9-win team last year. He's 6'3", prototypically the guy. Now, does a prototypical quarterback play into what the Ravens are looking for to do offensively? I'm not certain that
Yes.
is. You think it is?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you think that?
Because Lamar can move, but that offense isn't all him just running it.
No, I 100%.
And they
that's right.
kind of try to not have it be that.
So Fagnano
Huntley is not a running quarterback.
Fagnano's
He's a QB.
he's now listed as the number 3. Fagnano is on that depth chart with Diego at the 4. But I mean, you just go pull up some of the 6'4", 225. I mean, he's a big, strong arm kid who can get out of the pocket. And when he gets out of the pocket, he's got a little bit of burst. He's got a little bit of oomph to him. And at 6'4", 225, that's kind of how you build a quarterback, isn't it?
Like Lamar Jackson isn't awesome. Lamar Jackson will run. But the QB2 in that offense isn't going to be like exactly like Lamar. And you got to remember, too, it's a brand new coaching staff.
100% right. Right. So there's no favorites going in. No, that's 100% right. This is the brand new staff that went in there to figure out, how are we going to play this? They're rebuilding everything. And so, you're going to have the guy who's 5'10" or the guy who's 6'4". Right off the bat, Fagnano's got the advantage. Now,
but does he have the heart? Does he have the grit? Does he have the fire?
I know it sounds silly, but that's been this guy the whole time, right? So, all right, 505-246-0610. We'll talk some golf. Get you a golf tip when we come back at the top of the. Oh, well, no, not when we get back at the top of the hour. That'll be at 9:00 in the morning. A couple other things I want to get into. Let's get into the Cowboys defense when we get back. The offseason moves, and Cowboy fan, how are you feeling about that? If all y'all want to get into the hoops last night, please. I mean, I'd love to hear your thoughts on. I mean, again, nothing was within 10 points again last. Every game was a double-digit win, 12, 51, and 13 last. Nothing super close. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. At some point,
We
body
would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks. Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed.
Meineke on San Pedro, doing car care right.
All right, we got Chupacabra sticks away 9:25. Go see indoor football against San Diego. Cowboys made some moves in the offseason to deal with defense. They got D. Winters linebacker trade. What do you make of their defense? Did they do enough for a club that gave up the most points in the league? When Winters started 17 games for the Niners last season, 101 tackles, 8 PFLs, tackles. He was good, but to me, it's not him alone. I love what they did with the number 10 pick in the draft. Downs is, to me, going to be a difference. I will give them a lot of credit because it feels like they addressed a lot of their needs.
The defense should not be the downfall for the Dallas Cowboys. You look at what they have in the front seven. I love what they did getting Quentin Williams, defensive tackle. got that done. He's there. Rashawn Gary. So the second trade with Packers after Parsons, but getting him in there, get healthy at the linebacking core, and what they've done in the secondary, bringing Caleb Downs in. Jalen Thompson is a tackling machine, and they bring him over from Arizona. Like, the defense should be good enough to where the Dallas Cowboys will be pushing for the division and a playoff spot.
I think that's right, because their offense should be good enough too. Assuming they keep George Pickens, and I believe he's going to end up being a Cowboy. There's a lot of talk about sign him to this now that he's agreed to sign the franchise tag. Now go trade him. I don't know that that's going to happen. I think they're going to ride this thing out. And if they can get a good running back, and if Javonte Williams is the guy, KJ, they got 2 stud receivers, really good tight end, and a quarterback that piles up stats. We always look at what are the non-playoff teams from last year that are going to make a move? What are the teams? I will tell you, as we sit here today, you always got to look at Cincinnati, right? You just have to, because is Joe Burrow going to be healthy? And so you always have to look at Cincinnati, and I think you got to look at the Cowboys. I know Washington with a healthy Jaden Daniels would be a big one. Certainly. Did Detroit make the play? They didn't, right? So Detroit would have to be part of that conversation.
Detroit, and they were a game out of the postseason, as were the Minnesota Vikings last year. But Dallas has done enough defensively with what they have in that passing game, and Javonte Williams can just be solid once again this season. That the division might be a little bit tougher with a healthy Jaden Daniels. I think the Giants will take some steps forward, but
they will. I think they'll take really good steps.
If you're Dallas, we have to go out there and beat Philadelphia.
I think the Giants are another really interesting. And I know you're not as big on John Harbaugh as I am, but if you get Jackson Dart healthy, and I love what they did in the draft. I mean, they had 5 and 10, and they got healthy. I love what they did, and that division just got a lot better, because I do think the Cowboys take a big step here. I do. I think they have to. And this is kind of a big year for Dak's legacy. At some point, he's got to win. Cherry's tied to him.
Yes.
And I think what they did defensively.
And kick him to the curb.
Well, they're not going to kick him to the curb, but it's going to be what it is.
Draft Ty Simpson. Wait.
Already happened. You can go trade for him. Where is...
I'm sure Sorsby will be available next year.
In the 5th round? Because he's not going to play this year. No, he'll be a second rounder, though. I'll bet he's a second round pick without playing this year. That's the quarterback at Texas Tech who's out for the gambling issues. He's in the rehab for gambling, but I just don't see the NCAA allowing him back to play because he broke the cardinal rule. You can't bet on your team. So.
That second round pick without playing with the gambling?
Yes.
Woo.
Yes. Yeah, but you know why? Because he's good. Because he's talented. You think I'm high?
I don't know if he's... I'm fascinated to see how the NFL will look at that and go, all right, this is a guy that they had their eyes on.
Can play. He can play.
The whole not playing for a year.
Mm-hmm.
That becomes an issue even when
the game
pretty good.
The game.
Looking at you, Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, that's... Well,
not playing football becomes a problem even if you're not injured.
Wait, how do you get better? So Ty Simpson is going to play if everything goes well. But somehow he'll get better, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, he's just going to osmosis being around Stafford and McVay. I mean, the two geniuses.
Dante Moore, Arch Manning, Julian Sain.
Yeah, there's a class.
Can they do it? Lenore Sellers, can you polish up your passing a bit?
Yep. There's a class coming out. Arch Manning. I mean, can I be honest with you on Arch? What have you seen in the 2 years that makes you think he's going to be amazing?
I don't think he's going to be an amazing pro quarterback.
What makes you think he's going to be a really good pro quarterback? He's got to get.
I appreciate the fact that he got better last year with all the noise, with everyone saying he is the third coming of the Manning family, which he's not. His last name's Manning, but he's not in their class just yet. That he got better. And I really appreciate it because the noise, like when everyone is just looking at you from when you were born and saying you're going to be the next Hall of Fame quarterback, wasn't that dude early? But he got better in the second half of the season. So I like that mindset. I like the fact that he can get better. Is he going to be the number one pick? I don't feel that. But I think when you look at the quarterback class next year, he'll be in that top 3 mix.
You think Dante Moore's the guy?
Dante Moore.
He's not big, right?
Julian Sain, like I think it's a very interesting class. But it's not Arch Manning leaps and bounds over everyone else.
Yeah, look, I appreciate him getting better too. I respect that he got better with all the noise, with all the pressure, with everything, with his name. I guess I've watched enough to say I just don't get it. Other than he's a man. Now maybe this is the year and Sark turns this thing around and gets to him and coaches him up, and he's good. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a good college quarterback. I just haven't seen that number one pick. Quality, instinct, all of that.
No, I think the good thing about this upcoming quarterback class is there's depth, and honestly, we've yet to see that from any of these guys.
I think that's right. No, Dante Moore, the reason he went back to Oregon is because he wasn't there. That's why he went back to Oregon. And the guy from Nebraska went, right? They got both.
Yeah, Dylan Raiola will be their backup.
They got push. All right, Nick Nee is going to be with us when we get back. Director of golf out at the San Diego Golf Club. Talk some golf with him, get you a golf tip. Well, what's his thoughts on LIV? Where does it go? Why did they get this? It's the opening drive. Nick Nee's next on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks. Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Everguard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Everguard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf.
Well, loving the rain. Excited golf season is still upon us.
Golf course was thirsty, I imagine, huh?
Very much so, especially with the non-winter we had January to March. So wonderful natural drink of water from Mother Nature, and we're ready for what's ahead in May.
Yeah, I got a lot of play and not a lot of rain, so that's good. All right, we've talked a lot of golf this week with the LIV conversation, and you and I and JJ have spent a lot of time over the last couple of years talking about LIV versus PGA Tour. What's the goal? It feels like it's coming to the end. The Saudis are going to stop funding it. They're looking for somebody to pump billions of dollars into it. I just don't know how it goes. Then there's so many prongs to this, Nick. You know, how and if are these players going to get back on the PGA Tour? What does that mean to some of the guys who have taken advantage of the opportunities on the PGA Tour? And I want to start here. Why do you think we got here? What do you think? Did the Saudis get bored? Were they just tired of losing money? Because it feels like they were pulling money out of the ground. They had endless streams of money. It feels to me like they got bored. It never took hold. And you know, there's probably a lot of reasons for it. Why do you think we're here?
Yeah, that's a great question. Man, things escalated quickly from we're good to 2035, and then we're good through the end of the year, and now we're done at the end of the year. I think we got here because it's just unstable. You look at, and what we talked about last week, JJ had a great point that, you know, TV rights and viewership is completely across and not in the time zone for where it needs to be saturated and golf needs to be viewed at here within the States. The Europeans didn't buy into it. I think there is a model for some international stuff, but with the amount of money, again, I spoke to, you know, the course setup, it's soft, it's made for birdies, they want electricity. Golf has a way of bringing us back to the true nature and the true piece of the game that it is, the traditional game that it is. I just think it was unstable, and PIF saw that, and I think that they decided to pull the plug, and we'll see kind of how it pans out. But I think it was a completely unstable product, and in the end, it proved to be that.
You know, JJ said something earlier. He says if they can't get Golf Guy to watch, they're in trouble. And I get it. They try to expand it and make it different and attract a different fan base with the shorts and the music and the shotgun start and the flashy TV and all that's great. But you got to get your core audience. And I think you're probably like me in this regard, where I'll watch golf. Like I'll watch college golf. Give me the Golf Channel. I'll watch it. And I tried. I didn't like the product, and I should. There's Bryson DeChambeau, John Rahm, Patrick Reed, all these great golfers. I didn't like the flash. I didn't love that left-handed, you know, the whole left part of the screen with the scoreboard. And I think Arlo White is a terrific broadcaster. I just couldn't. I didn't like him on golf. It's not a soccer game, and you don't have to make it sound like that. And for me, that's what turned it off. The product itself, for me, golf guy who likes watching golf, was hard to watch. I don't know how you felt consuming the product.
I'm right there with you. I think it's a great point. I didn't care for it. I tried to watch it. I'm not even a fan of shotgun starts myself when I'm playing, let alone trying to view a golf tournament. You want to see things come down the stretch. You got the Blue Monster this week. You want to see those guys as they come down in contention, as they have nerves on them. How do they handle the golf course? Whereas you might have a leader that starts on 18 and he's through the teeth of the golf course. I didn't care for it in that regard, from a consumer standpoint. And I think what's really sad in this is the golfers aren't affected. The people that are affected are us as consumers. And it just wasn't a sustainable product, and I didn't really care for trying to watch it. I do like team golf, but I like team golf at the Ryder Cup, and that's it, unless we have a President's Cup. But aside from that, I want to see how these guys handle playing their own golf ball against a golf course in the true fashion 1 through 18.
Nick Nee is the director of golf at San Diego Golf Club. He's with us on these Sports Animal.
Nick, there is a difference between the PGA Tour, with the product they want to put on, and then growing the game, right? And the stuff that you do with people, with kids, is trying to get them on the golf course. And when you look at this, was ultimately a money grab for Live Golf. It wasn't trying to grow the game, but how this, as we keep this on a viewer standpoint, are there things that need to change, or like growing the game from a television standpoint, or is it, hey, this is a product we have, as long as we get people playing the game of golf, it's going to translate and we'll be okay?
Absolutely. Me as a PGA member, I think what really upsets me is when people try to say they grow the game, when we all know in reality it's money. I would love to even see the PGA Tour invest in the local sections that they visit within the clubs that they're playing at, and invest some of their money to truly grow the game. I think the PGA Tour has an opportunity to really leverage their product, leverage their dollars, and I think they need to support the sections, the chapters, where they're at, whether it's the Florida section, or when they go into Houston, the South Texas section. Those PGA sections could use that funding to truly grow the game, because granted, we all love watching it. Obviously, our kids love watching it. We put it on during lunch at junior camp when there's a tournament on Thursday. But truly, the PGA professionals are growing the game. I'm not sure, aside from you viewing it, that they're growing it by just playing it. I'd like to see them invest in programs for the PGA of America.
What happens to the players now? Is there a path back for everybody? And I think Jon Rahm's treated differently than, I don't know, Richard T. Lee or Dean Burmeister, right? I mean, the PGA is going to want some of these names back, but there's got to be a path. They took a chunk of money. I don't know that there's a way to somehow reconcile it. I think it's all right. You got your money. But as far as these guys coming back in, and then I look at the PGA, and Nick, there's so many young, good golfers who've got an opportunity because there have been more cards available. How's the PGA handle this and the players who want to come back?
Another layer of how interesting it's going to play out. You heard Jordan Spieth. You guys heard his press conference at the Cadillac this week. They had a chance, and Brooks took it. Patrick Reed decided to go a different route. I'm not sure if that's going to be available. I'll go back to us as consumers, us as people that just want to watch the best players in the game play against each other on golf courses that are hard, that are, test these guys truly in their ability to be the best athletes in the game of golf. I hope that they find a way for these guys, for Bryce to get back, for Cam Smith to get back, for Jon Rahm to get back. You look at Victor Perez, old UNM Lobo, for him to get back. I hope there's a pathway for him. I think that there are a lot of logistics that need to get lined out. I'm not sure if it's going to be as pretty as Brooks is, and potentially not as clean as what Patrick Reed is doing. But to your point that there's a lot of youth in the game right now, and the parity, it's unbelievable. And it's only going to get more competitive once this season wraps up for Live here, the middle part of this year.
Phil Burners Bridge, they ever coming back?
I don't even know, to be honest. I don't know if Phil or even Dustin Johnson ultimately would care to come back. I hope that they come out and come clean on why they did it. Maybe DJ has. I haven't read it, but let's just say we took it for the money, and if they retire, great. If they want to have a pathway to come back, then I think it's good for the game just to show some perseverance, to really just accept what happened, find a pathway back. But I'm not even sure that, based off of what they put out, 1 at Live and 2 at the majors, Phil not playing at the Masters, it'd be hard for me to believe that they really even want to come back and go through the grind to get back on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, it's going to be fascinating. We're not done with this. I know we're going to talk about this all summer as this thing evolves. Nick Nee is with us. He is the director of golf at the San Diego Golf Club. And what he likes to do for you is help your golf game. And if you're looking for PGA instruction, certainly they've got great ones, and he is one of them over at the San Diego Golf Club. He offers you a golf tip on the radio here every Friday. What do you got for us today?
Absolutely. Got a little drill. We worked a little core rotation and short game and putting. First week we did a drill as well. This is another drill. We do it a lot with our high school team. It's called the Gauntlet. You're going to set up 8 tees, 3 feet from a hole, and you got to make all 8 in a row. Then you're going to set up 4 tees, 6 feet around the hole. You got to make all 4 of those in a row. Then you're going to have a 15-foot putt, a 30-foot putt that you have to get within that 3-foot circle of tees. What you'll end up seeing is you're probably going to be late for dinner, so tell the wife it's on me if it's my fault. But it's a great game. You're going to have a lot of 3-footers. If we get really good in that range, as we gain confidence to make 6-footers, if you look at the stats on the PGA Tour, from 6 feet, it's about 50-50. So we're working, really fine-tuning those short putts, and then we build some speed into it. Again, you got to do all 8 from 3 feet in a row, all 4 from 6 feet in a row, and then you got to get a putt from 15 feet and 30 feet inside that 3-foot circle all consecutively, or you go all the way back to the 3-footers. Great game to do with a partner, great game to do with yourself to test some nerves, put some stuff on the line, but really fun game that we play at the high school level. We do it in our junior camps, and we really work on those short putts as we start to build the swing and start scoring.
A lot of nickels are won and lost on 3-foot putts, Nick. It's a lot of those little bets that you got with your, not that you would ever do that, but 3-foot putts. You know, it's always your partner gets real quiet. The guy you're playing against gets real. He's been chatty all day, and there's a 3-foot putt. You're waiting to say it's good. Nope. I want to see it. Right? It's got to inside the leather.
You are correct. We call 100 yards and in the scoring zone. We call the 3-footers the cash zone. So that's where you make your money.
100%. All right, what's going on at your place?
Come out and see us. The course is shaping up to be great this season. Best available rates at sandiegogolf.com. We're going to start our Cubs class here in the next 3 weeks. So sign up online at the Wednesday prior, starting at 8 o'clock. You can contact the golf shop. If you're looking for a venue space for holiday parties, it's crazy to think about May, but it's starting to book up here. We would love to host and serve you. Come check out our grill. Come enjoy the golf course and let our staff serve you. A lot of good things coming ahead for San Diego Golf Club, and come out and see what we have.
SanDiegoGolf.com has got it all there. Always appreciate the conversation. Enjoy the weekend. We'll catch you next week.
Appreciate the time. Y'all be well.
You as well. He is Nick Nee. He is so damn good. He is so good. But I wanted to hear what he had to say about the live stuff and the path back. I didn't hear Jordan Spieth this week. But I so respect Nick's opinion on this being a PGA member. It's good. It's good. And the 3-foot putt. Yeah,
they call me Mr. 3-putt for a reason.
Is it not 3-foot putt, Mr. 3-putt? Yeah, not 3-foot putt, but Mr. 3-putt. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports.
This is the
that is specifically designed for your pet.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView.
Right.
Appreciate Nick being with us. 505-246-0610 if you want to get in on it. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta, and he is JJ. Wolves over the Nuggets last night. What do you do with the Nuggets? Series is over. Minnesota moves on. They'll play San Antonio. Knicks. What if we were doing sports talk radio in Atlanta? What would, I mean, like literally, would we just would be inundated, right? Or would everybody just have their head in the sand, just be embarrassed after getting beat 140-89 in a home elimination? After being down 40-15 after the first quarter.
It's embarrassing.
Hell yes, it is.
But they also did a complete culture shift midway through the season, trading Trae Young. So they're just embarking on this new era of basketball.
See, but you know this, that midway through a season, priorities and goals and expectations shift. I'll give you an example. Lobo football wanted to go to a bowl game, finish 6-6. Then they beat UCLA, and then all of a sudden it's about playing for a championship, right? It shifted midseason. For the Hawks, when they beat the Knicks a couple of times in the playoff, I think the expectation shifted. And they thought they were going to compete, and then they got their ass beat by 51 in an elimination. Right? I mean, your big picture is right.
But yeah, is it come out fire the coach this morning?
I don't know what it is. I don't know what
you got embarrassed.
Yeah,
and it's how you lose at the end, which will change things. I agree with that, but I'm also looking at Atlanta, and it might have shifted being up 2-1.
Yeah,
but in terms of what happened here, you made your shift midseason. Like, it's not a Trae Young basketball team. You didn't think it was going to be CJ McCollum game-winning shots.
No,
First games. It was. Then you realize, okay, CJ, 34 years old, good dude, want him on this team. But you need to see is Johnson going to be your number one?
I appreciate the calm, well thought out, cerebral.
And that's
answer.
why I'm never going to make it big.
No, that's not. That's hardly what I'm saying, because I appreciate it, and that's typically where I am. But if we're sitting in Atlanta this morning taking phone calls from sports fans, what's that going to be like?
Because you got to let the fans go off.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like I agree with you. I think big picture is what you have to look. And if you're sitting in the GM's chair, you got to sit back and take a breath and try to let last night go away. And I don't know, man, just run off to the Bahamas or something for a couple of days and let your head clear. Do I think you go out and fire the coach? No, but I look at my roster and go, why the hell did we get beat by 50?
Yeah, you open the phones, you let it go. To me, this is, and I will remember this day forever. It was a huge kind of moment in this. Was the morning after New Mexico and Harvard, and it was just get rid of this bum Steve Alford.
So that's what that is. And that's
exactly what.
Yeah, that's a fair analogy.
It's happening in Atlanta right now, or Denver, absolutely this morning.
And the Lobos didn't lose by 50 that day, but they were a 3 seed that lost to a 14.
But you have to let it out. Just say, open the phone, say go.
Yeah. No, I'm down.
Get it off your chest.
I think that's a really, really fair analogy, where it was, how the hell can this happen? And Alford's an idiot. And why was Cam Bairstow trying to guard Jacques? What was his name? Jacques Laurent?
Laurent Rivard.
Laurent Rivard. I think he's Jacques Laurent Rivard. Laurent Rivard. I'm pumping threes. I just keep remembering that dude out of the corner. And Cam Bairstow trying to chase him down. And look, Cam Bairstow was a first-round pick in the NBA. Cam Bairstow was a hell of a player for them. But yeah, that's a great analogy. And if you're sitting in Denver today, you just got beat by a team whose starting backcourt did not suit, whose backup to the starting backcourt did not play, and they finished. And Jamal Murray went for 12 points on 4 for 17 shooting, and he's making $48 million. That number I gave you was a 43.5, whatever the number was. 48. I think Jokic is making. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're to me, when the season's over, you got to let it out as a fan base. But these are two different conversations. Denver is absolutely major changes have to happen. Was Alderman the wrong choice? Atlanta is, okay, let's build the new era of Hawks basketball without Trae Young.
Well, the David Adelman conversation is going to have to be real, right? David Adelman was on the staff when they fired Michael Malone. He came on as the interim. They went to the second round that year. Somehow ownership felt that turned it around. David Adelman was your dude. Is David Adelman?
You can't have a series that when it's done, Jamal Murray's coming out and saying the other team wanted it more than us.
No, but that's on you, dude. Is it you're a damn pro.
Both. You don't pay pro coaches that much money just to point at players and say you're pros.
Fair.
Like Chris Finch and the people who've played with an edge, the Nuggets did not have. And you look at all them, like you can get through the regular season winning 54 games, but there was not a grit to this team. You never said that Mike Malone was coach.
Undeniable. Okay, undeniable. I agree with you 100%. And so yes,
because it comes down to holding those players accountable to not get left.
Yeah, no. So David Adelman's got to eat that, and I get it, and I agree with you. You've got to explain to me why a pro making $46.4 million has to have a coach get him fired up, want it more than the other team in an elimination game. When you look across the way and there's Anthony Edwards in street clothes and there's Dante DiVincenzo in street clothes, like half their roster, and somehow I'm a champion and I'm making $46.4 million and I need David Adelman to get me to want it more. Yes. I'm sorry. Yes. At some point, I'm a pro. It's got to be.
Well, then why do we have coaches in sports?
Well, I that's a piece of it.
Like it's the whole you can't.
So we're absolving Jamal Murray.
I'm not absolving him, but all these dudes are not created equal. All these dudes don't have a chip on their shoulder. All these dudes don't live for the grind every single day, and you have to figure that out in a season when you have star players, you have role players that go about things differently.
Yeah.
You can't let a Jamal Murray, who has a track record of being this dude who coasts, who goes away, then will score 50 points. You can't let him get to this moment.
Well, there's a lot. First of all, I think you're right. Okay, I think there's a lot to that. And maybe David Adelman isn't the guy, and I'm listening to that. So I'm not fighting for David Adelman here because I'm listening to maybe that he's not the dude. Then I gave $46.5 million wrong. Then I did. Then that's on me as ownership. Then I gave $46.5 million a year to the wrong dude. Yeah, he helped me win a championship 3 years, and he was really, really good. And last night he was 4-17 when I needed. Like I'm sorry, man. Nikola Jokic is eating this. I'm watching all these headlines on my TV screen. What does this do for Jokic's legacy? And I get it. Okay, Nikola Jokic is considered one of the best players in the world, and he's won one championship. This year went out in the first round. The last 2 years went out in the second round, and it's on him. It's the same way we would treat LeBron, and I understand it. And I think it's at the same time fair and unfair. Okay, I understand how it is. I understand. I don't believe it should be that. Okay, so yeah, it's on Jokic. It's on Jokic. It's on Jokic. You know what Nikola Jokic did? Played 43 minutes, scored 28 points, had 9 rebounds and 10 assists. I don't know what the hell more you want him to do. What I need is someone else to freaking score. Cam Johnson came to play. Cam Johnson makes $21 million a year, and he came to play, and good. He should have come to play. Aaron Gordon was out, Jeff. Yeah, no, I understand that. Okay, so I got one starter out. They got their whole damn backboard out. They were tougher than you. And so you're right, JJ. I'll listen to that. Is it up to David Adelman to get him tougher?
Yes.
Yeah, partially. Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, partially.
Because not all these dudes are created the same. Why is Luka Doncic fat when he's supposed to be one of the best players? Right? He needed his ass kicked in terms of getting humble, getting sent
I'm
to
listening.
LA.
No, I'm listening to you. And so if you're going to tell me, so if JJ Redick's the coach of this team, do they win that series?
I think they're more competitive.
Okay. I mean, if you think the difference is, so I don't need to make any changes. I just need to change the coach.
I think it's the coach. Okay. Everyone's on the table. Jamal Murray. The only person that's not on the table for me is Jokic.
Does David Adelman make it through the weekend?
I think with losing to Minnesota the way they did, and not showing any fight with the T-Wolves backcourt out, I think the Nuggets all of a sudden are going to have this 24, 48-hour period where they are really, really questioning, was this the right?
And I'm okay with that. Is Billy Donovan good there? What do you think of Billy Donovan, coach? Give me a guy on the market.
This feels like where Jokic is at, and the players on this roster, Alderman might have been there, but it is different when you slide from that one chair over.
Okay, I'm not arguing.
Can you be from being kind of the offensive coordinator, the guy that wasn't having to set the tone, wasn't having to hold people accountable? Can he be that guy? And he wasn't this year, and I don't think he can be.
All right. So, as much as I think coaches get too much blame and too much credit, I'm listening to you. But with all due respect, yeah, fine. You want to put some blame on the coach? I'm cool. I'm fine with
he's
that.
the coach. Effort, yeah. At some point in time, you have to show up. You're getting paid millions of dollars to do your job, hundreds of $millions to do your job.
Yeah.
But that's the only person that can do that.
That can do what?
Outside of, all right, if you listen to Jokic, whatever tone he sets in the locker room, he's playing his backside off. It's still on the coach.
You got Cam Johnson to play well.
Mm-hmm.
Does he get credit for getting Cameron Johnson to play really well?
But it comes down to the relationships with the best player.
Yeah.
And Jamal Murray, and he knows this. He's seen it.
Then I got no respect.
Then what are coaches supposed to do?
Well, no, you're right.
There's certain dudes you have to treat differently.
Yeah.
And he should have known that you can't not put pressure on this team at this level, because that's who Jamal Murray is. Jamal Murray, the champion, and Jamal Murray, the dude that's been eliminated in the playoffs with this.
But the pressure's on, man. You're down 3 games to do the pressure. I don't have to put pressure on. The pressure's on. You got to perform, young fella. You're getting $46 million a year, whatever the number is. 4 for 17 is disgusting.
It's an awful performance.
You got to be better. And so I'm listening.
Blame goes on everyone.
Yeah, and that's. I think we're both saying this in a roundabout way. We're both getting to it from different angles. You're leaning on Adelman first. So I'm going to lean on the player first. But yes, you're right. Everybody's got to get thrown that bucket, including Nikola Jokic. But when Nikola Jokic gets the brunt of the blame because he is the superstar, I'm like, yeah, I get it. It's his team. But for crying out loud, what more did you want that dude to do last night? Be better from three-point land? Okay. But I mean, is that his game, a three-point shooter? Like, that's part of it, but that's not the majority of the game. So you take out his 1 for 5 from three-point land, he was 10 for 14 on his other field goal, on his 2-point field goal.
It's also effort.
Nikola Jokic gives you effort.
Yeah, but the whole team.
Right. And
like,
so Cam Johnson
came off the bench and put 40 on you.
I know.
That's on Jamal Murray. That's on Christian Brown.
100%.
That's on Bruce Brown.
100%.
That's on
Yes.
Cam Johnson.
Yes. Yeah.
And how do you get that out of the team? And I think a veteran coach like Michael Malone, a Billy Donovan, could get that out of.
I'm with you that they need a new coach. I'm with you. I'm with you there. Like you got me there. If I wasn't there,
I think with a player like Jamal Murray, there's a lot of these guys in sport that you're good, but that there's something that separates the good players from that next
You're
level.
good enough just being good. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal.
The Sports Animal would like to congratulate Bridget of Albuquerque, the winner of this year's
to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
I'm a
Richard's in on JJ's Nugs. JJ's Nugs. It's a 3 in the subject. Jeff, does Glenn Doc Rivers work at McNichols Arena? I think that's one of 6 NBA clubs he hasn't coached yet. Is it 6 he hasn't coached yet? Try to do them all? Like, here you can have Doc
Get
Rivers.
a 10-day at these different teams to coach.
Doc Rivers going to work for you?
We can check the box. Yeah,
Mike-
coach Nugget. 10 days.
Mike Brown's employed. Billy Donovan in. No? Make a run at Danny Hurley. See if he's ready. What?
I'd like to see Danny Hurley go at Jamal Murray.
Carmelo wants to coach. Bring him back. Anthony, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. What's up, Anthony?
Gentlemen, what's going on?
Life's grooving. What's up?
So, it's kind of weird because I'm 55 years old, kind of about your age, Jeff.
Yeah.
But I seem to agree more with your young buck there.
Okay.
When it comes to different things. As far as to me, when it comes to NBA and now college sports, when you're coaching, so I guess we call it coaching, but basically we should call these guys managers, because when you're coaching people who make 10 times, 20 times, 100 times more than you make, it becomes more of you managing personalities, managing egos, managing their habits, managing all that stuff rather than just on the basketball court. Because I believe all these guys that are coaching at a Division I level or a pro level, all these guys know what they're doing, X's and O's. They all have years and years of experience. They all know how to make adjustments. They all know what they need to do to get the best possibility to win a game. The question is can you get these guys who we consider a sport, right? The NBA is a sport for fans. NFL is a sport for the fans. These guys, this is their job. This is what they do for a living.
Yeah, no doubt.
They go to work every single day. They're getting told what to do by a guy that they know his contract's up and then a year he's going to be gone. Or I'm hearing talk about me getting traded next week or whatever. So you're constantly having to manage these personalities and these egos and how many minutes they get. I mean, just by looking at coaches who say, oh, I got a rotation. Who coaches by rotation in high school basketball or junior high basketball? You coach to the game. Like, who needs to be in the game at what time? I need to make an adjustment and get this guy in. Oh, I got to go 4 guards now. The NBA is the only sport I hear where they're like, no, Steph's going to get 27 minutes no matter what, and Cam's going to get his 19 minutes unless he's in foul trouble, because I have to make sure I coach the rotation so that everybody's happy and everybody's getting their minute, and I don't got guys pouting on the bench. And I got to tell you, if you ever played sports or coach sports, everybody has their own motivation for winning. Everybody has their own outlook on winning. Not everybody on the team is going to be like, oh, we won by 58 points, I'm happy. There's somebody on that Knicks team that's probably thinking, yeah, we won by 58, but I only got 6 minutes. This sucks. I can't believe I only got 6 minutes.
Yeah, the AJ Brown thing, right?
Yeah. So I think if it was me and I owned a franchise, I would make sure that all my assistant coaches are X and O's guys, know what they're doing. But my head coach, I would be looking for somebody that I look for when I hire somebody in my business to manage my employees.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would want somebody that's good with personalities somebody's good with ego, somebody that's good with relating to people.
Get me a
because
psychologist.
X's and O's, they're going to know. And that's just my personal opinion. I just think at this level, man, it's even college sports now, it's going to be tough because how are you going to tell a 19-year-old kid, I'm going to take minutes away from you when he's making $1.2 million and he's making about $800,000 or, a couple $100,000 more than coach, $500,000 more than assistant coach. It's going to get tough.
Appreciate the call, Anthony. It's a great call, actually, and I'm not mad at it. And I don't totally disagree with you. Yeah, coach got to be a psychologist, but at some point, this guy. I mean, be a pro. Be a pro. Be hungry. You're in the freaking playoff. Getting paid millions to play a game. Be a pro. Have the pride. Have the ambition. Have the drive. Have the want to. And it kills me. And JJ, it's not my team. That kill you even more when you hear one of your best players after say, "Yeah, they just wanted to."
You're not wrong, but as Anthony said, man, they're not all those dudes are wired that way. You have to get them to that point. And they were a good enough team to win games in regular season, have Nikola Jokic do crazy stuff. But when things got tight, when a team punched you, laughed at you, you didn't respond. And Alderman, we don't know what he said behind the scenes, but his demeanor in that press conference was way too, it's going to be okay. It was not.
No. Or you sign guys who are wired. Instead of, I need a coach, and this is the other way to go. Instead of, I need a coach that's got to get them to that. You know what? I'm only going to sign guys who are wired that way. I was at the bowl season meetings 2 weeks ago in San Antonio. Mac Brown was a keynote speaker one morning. Mac Brown talked about culture. He says, what is culture? And he kind of defined what he thought culture was. And it was about the people who he brought into the program. How was this young man raised? And he says, I'm not recruiting people. If I recruit guys who are really good players, but I've got to explain to them and initiate them into my culture, and I'm paraphrasing, then I didn't recruit the right guy. He said, how were they raised? How are their parents? When I sit with them, who are they as individuals? What are their values? What are they about? What are their priorities? And yeah, they're going to grow up when they're here, and that's our job, is to help them grow from kids to men. But if I've got to indoctrinate people into our culture, then that's on me. I brought in the wrong. And that kind of stuck with me the other day, because how many times have we talked about this? We sit in media days in July, right? And we hear the word culture. Well, what the hell is culture, right?
I think that is a totally different conversation. We're talking about 100 college kids versus, all right, maybe I'm going to have to manage things differently with 15 pro athletes.
Is it totally different?
Yes.
Why?
Because also, if you can't get someone into your culture, yes, you need to recruit to that person.
Yeah.
That's part of your job, is molding, developing.
Correct.
And in this case, Jamal Murray is a champion. He played 40 minutes per game in that postseason run, scoring 26 points per game. But he's still a dude you have to manage, and you should have known that.
I think everybody understands you've got to coach or manage or parent the different. But the core of who you are is who you are. And do you fit or do you not? And I'm not telling you Jamal Murray necessarily doesn't fit. And I'm coming over your guys' side. Like, okay, fine. I got to motivate more. Yeah.
Like, I get it from that standpoint of, I have 18 to 24-year-old dudes. There's 100 of them.
Mm-hmm.
It might be harder to spend time to get someone to come into your culture. Absolutely buy that from that standpoint.
Yeah. I'm still going to stay on this premise. And I'm not telling you or Anthony are wrong as far as what a coach needs to do. But I'm always going to lean more on the player taking responsibility for how a player plays or effort than put it on the coach. Everybody's got to eat it. Don't get me wrong. Please don't hear me absolving anybody in this situation. Jokic, Adelman, Murray, everybody has to eat it. And I appreciate the conversation because I think it's really good. But I'm still not convinced nor understanding why a player doesn't take the brunt of responsibility when I hear, well, they wanted it more. It's on the coach. You're out there getting your ass kicked. The coach, I mean, is too. But it's a guy physically is beating you, and that's not enough in a get right or go home playoff game to want it more than them.
Well, that's the problem with Jamal Murray. But we know that. And that's why you need the coach
and that's
to step
why you
up.
need the coach to step up. Yeah, and so, hence both. All right, we'll wrap it when we get back. 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff@sportsanimалabq.com or JJ@sportsanimалabq.com. Fellas, I want to let you know about Vita Vital Medical because it is here to help you feel better. If you don't feel like yourself, you're tired, you're fatigued, you're not performing, don't just assume it comes with age. It could be your hormones. And Vita Vital Medical is here in Albuquerque. They are the place that actually checks your hormones, can make you feel better. It's real lab work, real medical professionals, and real solutions for men. Solutions like testosterone optimization, weight loss, and performance peptides. Solutions that are going to make you feel better and perform better, focus better, and just live better. Don't assume this is the way it's got to be forever. It doesn't have to be that way. Vita Vital Medical has helped thousands of men all over the planet feel better with their hormone optimization, their real solution. And right now they're offering you a tremendous opportunity. Their initial exam and blood work, $79. Your initial exam and blood work is just $79. Take advantage of this and give them a call now at 505-537-8484. 505-537-8484, or you can book your appointment online at VitaVitalMedical.com. VID as in David, A, VIT as in Thomas, AL, VitaVitalMedical.com.
This is a Westwood One Sports Minute.
Can't blame Celtics fans.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletic. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico.
The Sports Animal.
All right, I want to put a wrap on this Nuggets. I agree with you in a lot of respects. I think that they can do better than David Adams. I do. And I think he got out-coached by Chris Finch. I do. Nikola Jokic, when asked about Coach David Adelman last night in the postgame, quote, "It's not his fault. We couldn't read. It's not his fault. We couldn't catch the ball very well. There is nothing to blame David Adelman. It's all us." And appreciate him protecting his coach.
That is a great leader right there.
I appreciate him being a leader.
Great leader.
No,
and Jokic, like, he's been there for a while. So these guys do have a good relationship. And Jokic, that's what you want to hear after. You don't need those guys throwing anyone under the. And Jamal Murray, his comments though, are why he is who he is. And I'm with you. When I'm paying someone to be my number 2 to be a star player, I don't want to have these conversations. But we've all watched these games. We've all watched these players. We know that some dudes just aren't wired.
Yeah. And I appreciate Jokic too. I appreciate him taking the high road and not throwing his coach under the bus. And by the way, I think he's right. David Adelman didn't not rebound or not box out or did not catch the ball. Now, do I think he got out-coached? Do I question some of his rotations, some of his moves? Yeah, I do. And he absolutely has to eat some of the blame. But I'm sorry, I gotta look at the guy who went 4 for 17 first. I gotta look at the player. Terry, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Good day, sir.
Good Friday, Jeff. Good Friday, JJ. Thoughts and hugs to all family members. Hope you guys have a great weekend. My comparison now is, Joker and Will Chamberlain. People say, why did Chamberlain only win, 2 titles? Joker has 1, so we can look at 2. Is it the player or the team? And, Joker put out his numbers. Now, JJ would be the one expert. I'm not, is how important losing Watson was, because one of the announcers that said, Gordon and Watson were 2 of their better defenders, and they were both out. It was pretty obvious the rest of the guys weren't playing defense, but, it's hard to say. But rotations are important. Sometimes guys are better coming off the bench. Sometimes you sit a guy for a few minutes. But, yeah, when you're making 40-some million, you hope you make a few shots and all that. So from that end, I just kind of wonder how you guys go, because, they'd always say Chamberlain should have won more. But again, it's the team and other players, because, you could have said, well, Joker should have scored 50. So if you want to be on that, or the others could have said, hey, maybe Murray should have made some shots, or some of the other guys should have made some shots. And JJ, what about Watson? Was he that big of a loss or no?
Well, Watson and Gordon are the ones that bring the energy defensively. But when I look at that and say, okay, that stings, Anthony Edwards wasn't playing. The starting backcourt wasn't playing for the Wolves, so that kind of would outweigh that.
It evens out. And I didn't, it just seemed like then who the Wolves put in there, whether coach or not, they had answers. They put up points, and their backups did some things. And I don't know, then was it just because from the Nuggets standpoint, we're just not going to play very many people because we don't think we have other guys to play. versus they went ahead and even when the Timberwolves went big, and played Reed at the small forward. So their coach tried some things, and it seemed like a lot of theirs worked, where maybe, Nuggets coach didn't trust his players who were still left to play and went with the guys, and they either put up or don't. So I don't know, But if Joker loves the coach, it's going to be hard for him to get rid of him, I think. That's just my opinion on that. So you guys have a wonderful weekend, and, take care, be safe, and enjoy the weather. Hopefully it's sunny this weekend, but be safe.
Good point, man.
It is. And I could see if they work it out, Jamal Murray, peace out. Coach Joker, come back and see how this goes next year.
Jamal Murray's salary doesn't work in L.A. unless LeBron leaves. How does Jamal Murray work in L.A.?
You wouldn't want. You don't want then your top 3 players
can't play defense.
Not known.
Because Austin Reeves can't play defense. Luka just doesn't, and Jamal Murray doesn't. I mean, at some point they got to play defense. Lakers Rockets tonight. Who you got? Rockets 3.5-point favorite.
I think if the Lakers lose tonight, they lose the series.
They're going Game 7. I really believe that. All right, thank you to Nick Nee. He was with us today. Director of golf at San Diego Golf Club. The Herd with Colin Cowherd is next. Jim Rome Show comes in after that. Kenny Thomas has Unfiltered at 4, and we're back on Monday. With award-winning radio, we shall start at 7 a.m. Adrian produced on the TV side and did an incredible job all week. He always does. Appreciate you muchly. He is JJ Buck. Me, I'm merely Jefferson Vietta. Big weekend for you.
Huge.
So happy in the Derby. Enjoy the Derby weekend. Enjoy pre-Cinco de Mayo weekend. Be careful. Have a great, safe weekend, boys and girls. Be good to each other, please. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We will smell you on Monday.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we're the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.